Hey guys, before we get started with this video, I would just like to say if you're enjoying my content, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and give that notification bell a big ol' smack for me. It helps the channel out a lot. But anyway, hope you guys enjoy the video. Hello everybody, and welcome to the first episode of Roleplays to Roblox. So what this series is essentially mine and like a good portion of the roleplay community's response to Roblox's 2026 chat update, or the age verification update that they are rolling out in January. And what this series is me coming into voice chats with high-ranking members, developers, and owners of games in the roleplay genre, like Frappe, its allies, and others like it. And we discuss this chat update and just how damaging it is going to be for these games, and how it could just straight up spell the end of these games. And what I am going to be doing is I'm going to be asking these people a series of questions. Not many questions, but they are very important questions. The first half of them is more about who they are and what their responsibilities are in the groups and what the groups actually mean to them personally. And then the second half of the questions is about the update and the kind of damage that it is going to do to the group and what they want to say to Roblox about it. And the hope here is that by making these videos and having these videos spread around, that I am giving these groups a platform to send their message on just how much this group is going to absolutely destroy the game of Roblox and destroy these games in particular. And hopefully, maybe, just maybe, someone at Roblox will find one of these videos, or maybe even find them all, and we'll see just how bad this update is, and maybe we'll possibly make a difference. Who knows? And it's a long shot, for sure, but it is better to try and fail than to not try at all. And in case anyone at Roblox is watching and doesn't know what these roleplay groups are, let me very quickly give a brief explanation of what they are. Essentially, most of these games are coffee shops. Some of them are restaurants, some of them are hotels. Basically, the point is players will join and be customers of these games, but they not only can be customers, but they can also be the workers. So players interact with each other like how people would interact with each other in real life, in a real life coffee shop. And, they would go up to the counter, somebody would order a coffee or something, and a person acts as the worker and gets the, thing that they ordered. But there's also a chance for people, by working in these groups, to rank up and become managers or supervisors or even higher than that. And those people are usually the admins of the group, who have administrator commands, who are responsible for protecting the game from threats. So yeah, there's a lot of interaction within these groups. So chat is a core feature and an absolutely necessary feature for these games to work. So that's why this chat update is so destructive for games like Frappe, which is one of the most prominent of these cafe roleplay type groups. These games also act as a hangout area for people to make friends and connections, as Roblox likes to call it now. And a lot of times the developers and owners of these groups make income out of making these games. So while the lower workers don't really make anything, or even the managers don't really make anything, the higher up people, and usually the owners and developers, do rely on the income that comes from these games. So yeah, there will be more interviews like this coming out. And what I need you guys to do is I need you guys to spread this video and every episode of Roleplays to Roblox around as much as you can, so that we can get it out there, get more people watching it, maybe get Roblox's attention. We got to get this spread around, because these people's messages need to be heard. They need to be heard. So why don't I stop talking and get into the first of the two interviews we're going through today. And the first one is with the Frappe vice president. So let's roll it. So what is your name?
Okay, so I go by Nora, and I'm D4 coded on Roblox.
What is your role or rank within Frappe?
So I am the vice president of Frappe.
From when you first joined the group to now, how long have you been a part of the group?
When I first discovered Frappe, I'm gonna say it was November 2020, so 5 years.
How
Mhm.
long have you been the vice president for?
I think it was February? Oh, wait, no, 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 scratch that. It was, like, during summer, so
Oh, okay.
June.
Okay.
Okay,
But
yeah.
obviously you've been around, so even though this vice president role is relatively new, you've been around Frappe for a
Yes,
very long time.
yes.
Okay, so what are your responsibilities in this group? What is your
So,
job?
obviously, after you become an HR, you get, like, kinda like all these I guess, opportunities thrown in your face. So, like, we don't have departments, so, you can pretty much do anything. Like, we have events, we have public relations, staff management, everything. Specifically, as vice president, I do all of that. So, public relations, events, staff management, but I also like manage the HRs as well. And I also take part in development of the group. So like Frappe V6, for example, we've been getting that moving along finally after a while. Obviously, it's been set back now because of this update.
Now, I don't do you get any income out of doing this? Are you comfortable sharing that with me?
Occasionally, if you're recognized, and then I'm actually a developer myself, so I did script the winter update, so I got income out of that.
Okay. Now, should this update go through, this is going to probably threaten a lot of developers on the platform. So, as a
Mhm.
developer and with your role, wherever, like whatever you get your income from in this group, how much do you financially rely on the income from this position? You can share as much or as little as you're comfortable with.
I wouldn't say that I heavily rely on the income from it, but I feel like there are a lot of other factors that I feel like affect me personally regarding the group other than like income and financial things.
Okay, so why don't we talk about then? What does this group mean to you personally, on a personal level? What does Frappe mean to you?
So originally I joined for fun, you know, I never imagined I would get to the place that I did as of today, but I feel like throughout the years I've really like it has really helped me, like it has served as some sort of like escape from the world. And you know, that may sound bad to some people, but honestly it's really not. Like I feel like it has really helped me develop skills that I feel like I wouldn't have developed elsewhere. Like, for example, there are a lot of procedures that higher ranks and leadership work together to, like, you know, come up with and implement. And I feel like I gained a really good sense of, like, you know, time management and organization skills and even like debating skills at times. Like, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Some discussions get super heated. And I feel like I've been able to really kinda, like, grow that side of me because when I was a lot younger, I was super shy, and I feel like I didn't voice my opinion that much. But now, like, I feel pretty comfortable, especially with my colleagues who have been with me for, very long time as well. I feel a lot more comfortable, like, you know, standing by what I've said and getting things implemented and doing things that I believe are good for the success of this group. And, I've never really had an interest in, like, you know, corporate stuff and business stuff, but I feel like I really have developed a sort of interest for that because of Frappe. So I feel like it's like contributing to like the way my mindset works now in a very positive way because it's allowed me to not only be able to develop my own like, you know, discussion debating skills, but also like have the ability to be open-minded towards other people, which is something that's really important in today's age.
Yeah, so that's all good. So you've learned a lot of skills, and you've learned new things from being here for so long.
Mhm.
And now with this age estimation update, all of this could be in jeopardy. So, what damage do you believe that this age estimation update that Roblox is forcing onto everybody will do to Frappe and to you personally?
For Frappe, when I first saw the update, I was in denial for a bit, I'm not gonna lie, because the extent to which something like this would damage Frappe, not even just Frappe, just like any roleplay group, it's like to a very, very significant degree because the entirety of like the concept of roleplay, like I'm telling you, like 90% of it revolves around chat. And if you're just gonna restrict people from talking to other people whose age, like, I just feel like it'll be completely ruined. Like, it's like I feel like you could make the analogy of, like, human interaction in real life, and then you have, like, AI. So, like, before, like, people have genuine conversations, to each other, and then it's all just, like, taken over by, like, social media, text messaging, AI, like, you can just compare that to this. Like, before in game, people would have actual conversations, create orders, interact with customers, talk to them personally, make new friends, like, I just don't understand how you're supposed to do that because I just feel like I mean, development-wise, me and the other head developer have been talking about, like, replacing the entire ordering system with just UI. So people would just click on buttons to order. The barista would make it very little, like, little to no interaction. And while that's, like, I guess, plausible, I just feel like it completely takes away the idea of role playing. Like, at that point, it's just a cooking game, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just really feel like it destroys the community base a lot because we've built such a huge community not only on Roblox but in our Discord server as well. And if these people aren't allowed to, like really experience what it's like to actually be a part of the role play physically, I just feel like they're not really getting the original experience that Frappe was meant to create for them.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah, at that point it's just a, like I said, like a cooking game, or like
Hmm.
like the quiz centers are now, where you just click buttons and whatnot, and it just completely
Yeah,
removes
exactly.
the human element that was
Hmm.
the ultimate strength of games like Frappe and others like you. Now,
Hmm.
there's a very slim chance that somebody from Roblox is watching this. If there was a Roblox employee listening or watching this video right now and was willing to hear what you had to say about this update, what would you say to them about it?
I understand the purpose of it. I understand the intention. I just don't think it's the right way to go about it because not only are you destroying the financial means for various developers, and not only are you destroying the player base and game concepts of so many roleplay games, you're also like destroying your platform itself. Like I just feel like this is such like a self-destruct kind of like thing to do because if you are going to destroy such a huge part of your player base, that's also going to affect the company as a whole. And I understand that there's also going to be like, if people have privacy concerns about sharing their ID, they can like take a picture of themselves, whatever, and an AI will scan it. We all know that AI, especially when it comes to facial recognition, is not accurate whatsoever. Like someone who's 20 years old could have a baby face and could be put into the age group of like 15 or something. I just think that's, like, very plausible. I just don't think it's a good idea. I just think there are so many ways it could fail, and not only like, I get the whole purpose was to, like, eliminate this whole, like, pedophile sort of thing, but I feel like it just makes it easier for them. Like, if they were to upload a fake picture of, like, a child or something, they could literally put themselves into that age group and have only that age group surrounding them. Like, I just feel like it's doing more harm than good. Like, I just feel like this could go wrong in so many ways, and it needs to be thought out more and not just like a self-destruct operation.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I one of the things I said to David Baszucki on Twitter was that, like, not only does this not solve the problem, but so many people are paying the price. Innocent people are paying the price for this update. The good that was supposed to come out of it is non-existent. It's only making the problem worse, and everybody has
Mhm.
to pay the price for it in some way, shape, or form. Some more than others, but pretty much everybody has to pay the price for this. I don't know how much contact you have with, like, the president or leadership at Frappe, but if this update were to roll in, how much do you think that their lives are going to change, whether it be financially, personally? Do you think that they may end up just throwing in the towel and saying that, we can't operate under these conditions? Or, like, what are you allowed or comfortable to share about, from the tip top, what they're thinking about this whole thing?
I feel like a lot of us, not only the myself and the leadership team, I feel like the HRs as well and the executives are all pretty concerned about it being implemented. I do think there's a very high possibility that some of our like our HRs could give up, you know, because it's really disheartening thing to hear about because it completely changes the whole idea of frappe, and that's not even sugarcoating it. It will just completely change everything. And I feel like the leadership team, the two other members besides myself, they've been at frappe for similar time. I think Clemis has been here for way longer than I have, maybe like 7 years. But I feel like they've also, developed a personal connection to the group, so I'm sure it'll affect them personally. But I do think development-wise, it's something that we can push through. It's just not something that I would like. Like, I feel like the idea of frappe would have really changed in my head as well as the other leadership team members. And although I'm sure we could find a solution, it just won't be the same, and I'm sure it's gonna be disheartening for them as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, like the moment you remove the human element of it, I feel like a lot of the lower ranking people who are the backbone of the group will just lose heart, like you said, and probably just either become inactive or leave, and you lose the backbone, the
Mhm.
rest of the body falls with it. So what is your name?
My name, so on the at Frappe, I go by Rolezario, or I go by Nabs. Everyone calls me Nabs at Frappe.
So what is your role or rank in Frappe?
My actual rank on the group is Chief Relations Officer. But there's like so obviously now there's like a bit few subcategories. So you've got like events and they split events with moderation. So I handle all the moderation side. So I'm the Discord moderation team lead. And obviously, I look after the mod team. I make sure everyone's following the rules alongside my team. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And obviously, where I can, I do help out with events because it is part of my, well, it is a part of my job role, isn't it? Chief
Yeah.
Relations Officers. So yeah.
So I would say you basically went over what your responsibilities are. So I guess we can skip that question. Um, Now, how long have you been a member of Frappe? So from when you first joined, like all the way down from being an LR to where you are now, how long have you been there?
So the first ever time I joined Frappe was in September 2018, and I cannot believe it has been that long. Like counting the years, it's been 7 years. I have made friends from September 2018 who have watched me grow up. Like I joined when I first
That's awesome.
started high school, and then now I'm at university, and everybody's just watching me like flourish through it.
So now, how long have you been, say, like in HR, or how about we say how long have you been an administrator of the group? So like the lowest MR
So
rank to now.
I never was staff assistant. So the story is pretty funny. So in 2021, I applied to become a Discord moderator at Frappe because I was like, I do love going into the game, but I was a lot more active on the Discord. So I thought, right, let me apply for this because if I'm on here constantly and I'm actively engaging with the community, I could also do community a favor since I'm on it all the time. So in 2021, I applied, got promoted by the CRO at the time, Angelina, and
Mm-hmm.
then obviously I worked my way up. So from 2021 to about December 2023, I was a senior mod at Frappe.
So obviously, with you being in the group for so long, you're going to grow a lot of attachment to the group, or at least I imagine you're going to grow a lot of attachment. So,
Yeah.
what does Frappe mean to you personally? Like, not on a professional level, but on a personal level. What does this game, this group, this community mean to you?
Personally, honestly, people are gonna say this is sounds really cheesy, but like I said in the beginning, I've literally grown up with frappe. I was so young when I joined. I was I literally started when I started playing frappe the day that I started playing, I started going to high school. So it's like I've literally grown up, and so many of my friends have been here since then. So like, I've made friends. Then some of them are obviously like they've quit Discord, they've left Frappe, but it holds such a big part in my life. It has basically shaped me out to who I am as a person, and it's not even the fact that I've like spoken to the people online. Some of them I've gone out to even meet in person. And I know everybody says you shouldn't meet people you meet online, but at the end of the day, it is what it is, and you do get to meet honestly the most best people. I think this community has shaped me to the person I am today. Everyone who's come into my life, they've had an impact on the way I see things and the advice that they've given throughout the time. So it does hold a really special place in my heart. And a lot of these people were there for me in the times throughout my life where I needed it. Because I mean, a lot happens in about 7 to 8 years. Don't get
Yeah.
me wrong. You go through so many life changes, so many things happen. And it's like always been people there for me. Like, if I can't talk about it to people in real life, I know that I can come onto Frappe and I've got my Frappe friends and they'll talk to me or they'll give me advice.
So obviously now this, this group is under threat now because of this chat update. So what damage do you believe that this 2026 chat update can do to your group and even to you personally?
Honestly, the biggest thing is um that it will affect engagement. I know my role personally is within the Discord side of things, but obviously I do help out in terms of events and stuff, and it will be a lot harder to sort out events and have everyone together at once because obviously if you're over the age of 20, I'm pretty sure it's 18 to 20 or 21 and above, you cannot chat to anyone under the age of, I think it's 18, isn't it?
I believe so, yes.
If you're Yeah, that completely just restricts. Personally, I am 18. Um, that just restricts everyone who is younger than me. Like I can't speak to them in events and stuff. And I know a lot of like our HRs, they are obviously above the age of 18. Loads of MRs are under the age of 18. So it does create that barrier. And even like some people, they don't want to join the Discord because they're under 13 or they just personally they don't have Discord, but they do like coming to the events and stuff. It's just gonna create that big barrier. It'll also affect MR, LR, and HR engagements in general at the cafe. You can't go up and say I can't go up to the under 18 LRs or MRs and say like hi, like how are you guys in game? I might not speak to them on the Discord, but obviously when I see them in game, I will go up to them because they're shifting and you want to make that experience nice. I mean, they're shifting for quite some time. You get what I mean? So it's like
Yeah.
there's also you reduce the opportunity to meet people in general as well. It's not bad in the sense that I understand Roblox is trying to protect people, but it is going to absolutely destroy the cafe restaurant Roblox industry. Like it is destroying all the virtual cafes and restaurants industry
Yeah.
completely because
Yeah.
you don't have that engagement anymore.
If there is a small chance that there could be someone from Roblox watching these interviews or this video right now, and you have an opportunity to say something to them about this update or how this update is going to affect them, what would you say to Roblox if you had their listening ears right now?
I would say to change it or adapt it somehow because you are literally it's not about the fact that I don't care about like online safety. It's the fact that you are going to ruin so many people's lives. It is going to ruin so many people. Even like YouTubers, they're going to struggle to like communicate and actively engage with their followers and their fans. I know loads of YouTubers have games and they join the game, the kids join the games and they actively engage, but you can't do that. You're just blocking it off for everyone. And I think there was other methods to prevent this from happening. There could have been so many different ways, like I mentioned, like more parental verification rather than just ID verification. That could have been an option. But I really like if anyone from Roblox is watching or someone who can help to change this, I would really say consider looking into what impact this update is having. Like the greater impact, not just the safety, but the greater impact of what is going to happen, what is going to go down, and the fact that loads of people are already saying that they're just going to stop playing Roblox because there's no point anymore.
Well, that's about it for the first episode of Roleplays to Roblox. But like I said, this is only the first episode. I have already recorded several other interviews with several other games. So we're going to be seeing more of these interviews, and I already have plans to record more of them. So there's a lot of interviews coming out. And I understand that most of you come here for comedy and for trolling, but I would please ask that you guys spread this episode and every single episode of this series around, because we gotta fight this update in every way we can. And even if you might not like these groups, like Frappe and other games like it, you know, if you want to be able to mess with these games, you know, the games kind of have to be around, you know what I mean? So even if you don't like the game, please help us out. Help us out, and let's try to get these people's messages out there, all right? And when you do spread the video around, if you're doing it on a platform that Roblox or David Baszucki or Matt Kaufman, the people who are, you know, responsible for this update, you know, if they have a, you know, account on these places, make sure to tag them in it. Make sure to absolutely just spam them with tags of these videos. So, yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in the next episode of Roleplays to Roblox. See you later.